thanks. Well, congratulations. You know, I've been trying to get you guys my papers and credentials all week, but every time you always seem to change the subject somehow. Now, I've got just what you want up in my hotel room. It'll only take a minute.
Afraid I'll have to go with you.
All right, let me see if I have my key here. What's this? Ah, a testimonial from Madame Reedy, the only female platoon player to ever appear on the Red Pat Search. Her stage name, of course. She was actually born in Moline. Her real name was Lida Rose Quackenbush.
Can I see that for a minute?
Oh, you'll never forget the name Lida Rose. It's just how the old song goes. Lida Rose, I'm home again, Rose, to get the sun back in the sky. Lida Rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion. And I'll pop the question. Lida Rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Lida Rose, now everyone knows that I'm hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Lida Rose, oh, won't you be my Rose, oh,
sometime later.
Shins live around here somewhere?
The Shin home is on East Elm. This is West Elm.
Oh, crime. Say, I see you're the piano teacher here in town. You must know about this fella Hill forming a boys band here.
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no more. I got the goods on him in spades, swindling two-bit thimble-rigger. That's why I gotta see Shin. Number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop. Sure wish it were 20. I'd sure like to concentrate 5 minutes on you, girl.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cow, animal salesman. And right now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Powell, you're making a big mistake.
Stake my old lady's corset cover. Why, that fella's been the raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth for just long enough. He ruined Illinois for me, and he's not gonna ruin Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you didn't see right through? Why, he's no more professor.
I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professors. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director and his
Now
scholastic.
wait a minute. Fine director, have you heard one note of music from any band?
Well, no, but
But nothing, girly girl. That fella's never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
if you just listen to me for a minute.
I'd like to. I'd like to do more than that, if I had the time. I sure got the inclination. But I gotta get back on that train, and I gotta leave this dynamite with someone on the way to the depot. See you next time through, girly girl.
You'll never make that train at the depot. You'll have to get to the crossing.
No, sir. I gotta leave these letters with someone, and I can see you're not the one to leave them with.
Just a minute, Mr. Powell. You don't know me yet.
Is that an invitation?
No, I mean, I don't know you, and
Yes, well, I need more time anyway.
I mean, as well as I'd like to.
No trouble there, girly girl.
I never met a man who sells animals before. That's something quite different.
Yes, well, takes a real salesman to sell animals. Animals have a limited appeal, as you can imagine. What am I doing? I'll miss that train, and I'll get fired. And I gotta leave word about that fella Hill.
Leave word with me.
No, you're a tin type. How do I know you can deliver these letters?
Try. There's your train. Now run for it.
Boy, you don't deal a little crazy. That fella's got a girl in every county in Illinois. And he's taking her away from every one of them. And that's 102 counties. And they count the piano teachers like you he poses up to keep their mouths shut. Neither one of you's heard the last of me, girly girl.
The chapel bell chimes, ding dong ding. At the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Like a rose, I'm home again, rose without a sweetheart to my day. Good evening, Miss Marianne. Like a rose now, everyone knows that I'm hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Like a rose, oh, won't you be my rose, like a rose.
Top of the morning to you, Miss Perry. And Mr. Reed.
Why don't you and Mary come up and sit, huh? I've got some jelly on the stove. There's no jelly on the stove, Mom. Well, I'll put some.
Shall we sit, as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
did I? I didn't mean anything.
Now, Miss Marion, I'm not implying that your invitation conferred anything but academic enlightenment. The think system? I've been by your house quite a few times this week to explain it to you, but there's always been somebody around, mostly ladies, I thought.
Yes, Mrs. Squires and several of the ladies.
Good. Wouldn't have wanted anybody even my time. Oh, wouldn't either. Well, it's evidently not the convenient night. I'll see you at the sociable later.
Professor Hill, is it true that you had 100? What I'm trying to say is,
Yes.
is it really true that you developed a think system?
Ah, yes, the think system. It's actually very simple. As simple as whistling. Nobody has to show you how to whistle. You just think the tune here, and it comes out clearly here. Now, why don't you try it before you ask any more questions?
I take your word.
Could we sit?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers?
I dare say you've met dozens, even 100.
Well,
Have they all been as fascinated as I am with the thinking system?
Some more, some less. One young lady had actually thought of the same system before I got to her town. She showed me a few refinements.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Please don't let me keep you, Professor Hill. You must have many more important things to do to explain the think system to me.
Can't think of anything.
And I must be very old company for a man of your experience.
Now say, where'd you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Now, Miss Marion, you mustn't believe everything you hear. Why, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Oh, Uncle Matty.
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me an assured living. Said mother had went to practice in security. Surely you don't believe.
Of course not. That's what I was trying to tell you. And what makes you think people start those rumors?
Narrow. Jealousy. Jealousy, Mr. I suppose.
Exactly. And jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. Now, what have you heard?
Oh, what have you personally, just generally?
And what have you heard generally?
Just that. And of course, it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy can lead to. I mean, take you for instance. Your attentions to customers, well, teachers, might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they? I mean, now honestly, mightn't they?
Why?
And so you say another salesman or someone were jealous. I mean, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things.
Oh, why, yes, of course.
Just goes to show you should never believe everything you hear. I mean, if you discuss things.
Miss Marion, I'd love to discuss anything in the world with you. But could we do it sitting down? You do sit, your knees do bend and all.
You could sit on the porch steps.
Or we could sit on a large hollow log over at the footbridge.
I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk.
I have to finish getting ready for the social.
Then meet me there in 15 minutes.
I just can't. Please, some other time. Maybe tomorrow.
My dear little librarian, pile up enough tomorrows and you'll end up with nothing but a bunch of empty yesterdays. Now, I don't know about you, but I want to make tonight worth remembering. Don't you?
Oh, so would I.
The footbridge, 15 minutes.
15 minutes.